Hello, and welcome to your new employee safety orientation. Today we will discuss why safety is first priority in our workplace, and we will outline our expectations of you regarding safety. We expect all employees to keep safety top of mind as you undertake the daily tasks of your new position. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 4,609 workers suffered fatal occupational injuries in 2011. That's 3.5 workplace deaths for every 100,000 American workers. Fortunately, the injury rate has been declining over the last 20 years, due in large part to an increased focus on safety by employers and their employees. When entering a new workplace, understanding how to react in an emergency is of utmost importance. In the event of a fire, your first responsibility is to leave the area immediately and sound the alarm. Do not attempt to extinguish the fire unless you are trained to do so. If you are trained in operating a handheld fire extinguisher and it is safe to do so, you may attempt to use the device only when other employees have retreated to safety. Medical injuries, however minor, are also taken seriously in our workplace. Even minor injuries can develop into much more dangerous conditions, so it's important that you report any injury or illness to a supervisor immediately. If the injury is more serious, perhaps involving unconsciousness or severe bleeding, it is appropriate to call 911 before alerting your supervisor. Chemical spills or exposure to chemicals can pose serious, sometimes life-threatening danger to you and your coworkers. If an accident involves the spill of or potential exposure to chemicals, consult the safety data sheet on proper procedures for reacting to the event. In the event of severe weather, you may be forced to take shelter in the facility. We have designated shelters away from windows and glass. Your supervisor will direct you to the proper shelter in the event of a weather emergency. Do not leave the designated shelter area before the all-clear is given from your supervisor. If an emergency, such as a fire or the presence of a violent individual, requires an evacuation of the facility, it's important to know where the nearest emergency exits are. You should familiarize yourself with all of the exits near your workstation in case your primary emergency exit becomes inaccessible. Personal protective equipment is meant to keep you safe. It is the expectation of this organization that proper personal protective equipment is worn in all situations deemed necessary by your supervisor. Cut-resistant gloves, glasses or masks, and steel-toed shoes are examples of items that may have to be worn to complete your daily work assignments. Keeping your workspace neat and tidy will help everyone stay safe and will help you complete your tasks efficiently. We expect you to take responsibility for organizing and tidying your workspace, as well as being on the lookout for possible hazards in communal areas, such as hallways or walkways. If you feel the cleanup is outside of your capabilities, alert your supervisor so the proper team can be called. Whether driving a company-owned vehicle or your own personal vehicle while on company time, it's important that you practice the principles of defensive driving. Seatbelts must be worn at all times, and you must refrain from using any handheld electronic devices while behind the wheel. Your role may have further job-specific safety requirements in addition to the requirements outlined above. Your supervisor will instruct your team on how to safely and efficiently complete tasks. We will also provide job-specific training on how to use specialized safety equipment, including but not limited to fall protection equipment, PPE, machine guards, and how to operate powered industrial trucks. If you feel you need additional training to complete required tasks, please alert your supervisor. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation and good luck in your new position.